The narrative has changed, the script has changed, and the roles have definitely changed. Welcome back to Prophetic Diary. My name is Tiny. If you're not already a faithful subscriber of this channel, click on the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I'm enjoying getting to know you guys. It's so exciting to see new faces in the different classes, also in the one-on-one coaching calls and down in the comment section. So welcome all my new subscribers. Happy you found a place called home here at PD Nation. Don't forget, also in the description box is the link to KeyWinAssist.com where you can sign up for those live coaching calls, that brand coaching call. We have PD Society circles that meet every single Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to be talking about free will. We talked about it before, but we're going to go a little deeper this time to talk about free will because I don't think people understand exactly what free will is and how it affects your day-to-day life when dealing with people. We also have our EXP Masterclass that's going to be taking place November 8th. This is when your outsides match your inside. Looking like, your insides match your outsides. Who are you becoming? Who has God called you to be? And making sure on the outside, those outer adornments, just like Joseph, he looks like he was hanging out with Potiphar, right? So you have to look like where you're going as well, because God has positioned you, and under this channel, he has elevated you. Also, we have our She Means Business course. We had our first class start last night. I enjoyed you guys so much. Registration will open up again for those who are looking to start a business or have a business and you just want to revamp it. But there's brand coaching until then. And then last but definitely not least, we have our boots on the ground. This is our New Year's Eve prep party. We're not going into 2026 the same way that we're not staying the same. We are elevating, and we're going to have a New Year's prep party to make sure that you prep for the new year. You stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I hope that you're going to put your boots on the ground, wear your favorite cowgirl outfit, because we're going to be having a best dress contest. So hope to see you guys. The Lord gave me this word. I had a dream last night. And there was a woman who was standing with her ex-boyfriend. And Boaz was up on a balcony. And her and her ex-boyfriend were looking up at Boaz. And her ex-boyfriend began to judge Boaz and say, oh, he's this, he's that. And the woman stood up for Boaz. And she's like, oh, you need to clean the speck out of your own eye before you judge Boaz. Kind of like, who do you think you are? And she really corrected him. But this is what God is saying in this moment. Her ex-boyfriend used to have control over her emotions, over her confidence, and also over her decisions. And I could tell in the dream, he was like saying it so confidently that he was going to change the narrative. But it doesn't matter anymore, because your mind is free from that. Your mind is free from pain. Your mind is free from you feeling like you got to fix everything. Your mind is free from what are they thinking, what are they doing, when are they coming. Your mind is so free. So the ex was throwing shade, just trying to make Boaz look less than. And enemies from the past and people from the past and even some family members are just going to throw a lot of shade when Boaz comes around. And the woman didn't shrink, though. She didn't shrink back. She didn't stay silent. She spoke up. And you're going to have to speak up for your kingdom marriage. And you're going to have to speak up on Boaz's behalf. She stood up. And in that moment, that's when I said, ooh. When I woke up, I was like, oh, the narrative has changed. I said, things are changing around us. People got so comfortable. And I'll say it again. That dream I had night before last with that pole falling, all of that power came tumbling down. And God is saying, that man who once had influence, he used to have her love and her trust. He's going to be sick because he's no longer going to have that authority, not because she's being malicious, but she's literally grown past, the gaslighting and the lying. And just really looking at the situation for what it is. And it's just like, he just didn't choose her in this season that God had called him to. And she's moved on and she's become. Even if this is the reconciliation that's taking place, God is just changing the narratives for his daughters. So no more manipulation. There's going to have to be a mutual respect. Everybody's going to have to be in their place for wherever this video is for. Everyone in your life has to be in their place. Everyone has to understand that you're no longer living in confusion. Confusion is a thing of the past for you. But you now want clarity. And you no longer are a victim to heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, but now you receive honor in your relationships. And even when your man return with him, there has to be honor, or you meet somebody new. Because Boaz represents God. Boaz represents something that's sent from God, or has been changed by God and corrected by God. And the woman's mind shift had just changed. It just shifted. Your mindset is just shifting. And God is saying, honey, sorry ex-boyfriend, sorry past people, past folks, but her heart is healed now. It is healed. And she's able to discern your bullcrap. She's able to discern that you're hating, you're throwing shade. So don't be surprised when God brings someone that brings peace and speak peace, and your exes and all the people that had the opportunity got something to say. When your family thought that you and him was done and y'all work it out, no. God says you don't have to compete with the past. You don't have to explain yourself. Your past doesn't even have influence over you anymore. It doesn't even have a voice. You're standing on business. You're standing on business. You're growing. You're going into the new. So God is doing some things. Someone's saying, I need love. I need to stand in love, not hurt, pain, and chaos. It's just not your portion anymore. So they got to level up. They have to come to your level. And, you know, maybe they like the familiar and all of that. But someone say, I just don't have that same shame anymore. I just don't have that same fear in my head, and those voices in my head, and guilt in my head, and conviction after conviction, and condemnation and all that stuff. It's just not there. I know that God has better for me, and that's what I'm standing on. There's a mindset shift, and everyone around you has to have that same mindset, and we've been talking about that. And even your spouse, they will come into this mindset, and they will be in alignment. But it is your job to make sure that you are forgetting the former things, and you're pressing towards the high goal, and making sure that anyone that wants to come up there with you has that same mindset. So this word is for someone that, you know, you woke up like this today, and you're standing on business, and you know what you want, and you know what you deserve, and those other influences of the past, you're just not going to work anymore. Someone say next level. If you felt like the song to swear hashtag, someone say next level, and down in the comment section. It is what it is. I'll see you guys on the live a little later. Bye-bye.